Welcome to Full Count Rhythm Baseball on the Full Count Broadcast Network, presented by Full Count Ministry and Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Now let's send it to the ballpark for today's matchup.
Good evening, Rhythm fans. Welcome to Fulton, Kentucky. Hot and sticky evening here on the Kentucky-Tennessee border. The fifth game of the year between the Full Count Rhythm and the Railroaders of Fulton. Rhythm 3-1 in the first four contests. 15-4 overall over the Railroaders in the almost 3 years of competition that Full Count has played in the Ohio Valley League. This is game number 35 of the year for both teams. 2 of those 34 games for Fulton were supposed to have been played yesterday, but they were forfeited by Bowling Green, who did not, I guess, have enough players to field a squad, I guess. I'm not sure if that means that the Pistons season is over, but they did not play yesterday against the Railroaders. So Raiders got 2 free victories and went to 18-16 on the year, and they are currently in third place. Of course, the Rhythm in first place with a 25-9 record. Second place is occupied by the Paducah Chiefs with a 20-13 record. The Rhythm will play the Chiefs 2 more times, one at home and one away. Rhythm has 6 more games, including tonight's contest. One here with Fulton. They'll have a game with Hoptown at home tomorrow night and at home against the Paducah Chiefs on Saturday night. Monday off. And then Tuesday at Paducah and Wednesday at Clarksville. Be followed by a possible home game against the Bowling Green Pistons on Thursday before the playoffs begin on Friday. See, the umpires and coaches meeting has concluded. Tonight, head coach Josh Carmen is not here in attendance. He is back at home not feeling well. Caleb Abney came out with a lineup card, normal third base coach. He and Harrison Travis and Tyler Sills will handle, I assume, the coaching duties. Hayden Tapper, the head coach for the Fulton Railroaders. Let's take a quick break and we'll come back with the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineups, depending on when they get this game started. It looks like the umpires want to get started early. But we'll be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Welcome back to the Full Count Broadcast Network. Now it's time for the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineup.
Here are the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineups. First for the visiting Full Count Rhythm, leading off playing first base, Henry Jackson. Batting second, playing center field, Drew Robertson. Batting third and playing third base, Trey Miller. Reese Holbrook in the cleanup spot. He'll play left field. Levi Perrell batting fifth, playing shortstop. Josh Seiler, the DH, batting sixth. Cooper Holbrook in right field, batting seventh. Frankie Delgado back behind the plate, hitting eighth. Zeb Burns at second base, batting ninth. And on the mound, a right-hander from Hendersonville, Tennessee, Logan Harrell, incoming freshman to Trevecca Nazarene University, the son of Mike and Amy Harrell. And he will be facing the Rotors lineup that goes like this. Leading off, playing second base, Aiden Cloud. Charlie Forbett will play left field, batting second. Right fielder Garner Anderson hitting third. Jackson Garrett hit cleanup, and he's the DH tonight. Cade Rogers playing in only his 4th game with the Railroaders at first base. Batting 5th, Aiden Gibson at third base, batting 6th. Bennett Detrude in center field, batting 7th. Emery Wright behind the plate, he's hitting 8th, and Connor Brinkley will play shortstop and bat 9th. And on the mound for the Rotors, from Freed Hardeman University, Seth Creasy, hometown Dixon, Tennessee. I believe he played some junior college baseball a couple years at Jackson State. Remember covering him with the Ball State Pioneers 2 years ago. And he transferred to Freed Hardeman, I think, after, I'm not sure if he played 2 years or 1 year down there, but he is getting his 4th appearance and 2nd start with the Rotors. 8 1/3 innings. He's only given up 1 earned run, struck out 8 batters, so it'll be interesting to see what the Rhythm can do with Seth Creasy. Full Count comes in with a 7-game winning streak. An overall record of 96-34 for a 738 clip in the almost 3 years of play, and trying to get their 16th win out of 21 attempts against the Rotors. It's time for the national anthem, so we'll have to take a break so we don't get kicked off of Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter. We'll be right back.
Score home run deals from your hometown dealer. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We've got Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every new vehicle comes with Rhythm's exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles at no additional charge. We've got great deals on deck, so step up to the plate. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram at rhythmcdjr.com. Feel the rhythm, love the ride.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions right here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
And Eddie Crittenden says, play ball. He's doing double duty here for the Fulton Railroaders. He's not only the Facebook Live broadcaster, but tonight, since Kevin Estes is gone or out of town, he is handling the public address duties as well. So Mark McDaniel, he just does it all, broadcast and public address. Seth Creasy standing out there. He's got 2 baseballs. He's going to have to figure out which one he wants. Toss the other one back into Emery Wright. He will get set for his warm-up tosses. The 3rd trip for the Rhythm here this year. If you're not familiar with the stadium, Low House Field, they call it the Yard, is a very shallow right field fence, 200 feet estimated down the right field line. You'll see the right fielder basically play a deep second base. So anybody hitting the ball to the right side, you think you got a base hit between first and second, you better hustle on down to first base. A right fielder will throw you out. But a short fence, and it goes out towards center field, but the longest part of the field is just a little left of dead center field. That's got to be 400 plus, maybe 420. The only sign I see on an outfield wall is in about just a little to the right of straightaway left field, and it says 352. So, but there is a tall fence over on the right side that goes almost out to dead center field. It's about 30 feet high, I guess, maybe 40 feet high. There's a fire safety building, I think, on the other side of that fence in right field. So you hit it over the fence, you're hitting it on the roof of the building. Not a ton of home runs this year by the Fulton Railroaders. They have 19 long balls. And Henry Jackson will dig in against Seth Creasy. Fulton Railroaders come in second in the league in home runs. Madisonville Miners have a 25 home run mark. First pitch is fouled off to the right side, and we are underway at 6:29 my time. 82 degrees, feels like 91, and the humidity about 84%. It feels like 102. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Thanks for joining us tonight on the Full Count Broadcast Network, whether you're joining us on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. Vicki Maloney on Facebook says, "Let's go Rhythm." She's a super fan with us on a regular basis. Henry looks at a breaking pitch that stays high. Jackson playing in game number 20 of the year, hitting .256, has 14 RBIs. Breaking pitch catches Henry looking. Looked like a pretty good pitch from my vantage point. Not sure why he stood and looked at that one while it happened and afterwards. With a 1 out, Drew Robertson, one of the leading hitters in the league, steps to the plate. 7-game hitting streak, playing in game number 31. First one in there for a called strike. Drew hitting .356. That one's low and inside. Sparse crowd here so far, but it might show up. I think the rain's supposed to hold off here. Had a little bit of rain here this afternoon. That was swung on and missed. The tarp was on the field when we arrived at about 4:25, and about an hour later they removed it. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Drew Robertson, the second hitter in the Rhythm lineup. Trey Miller on deck. It's fouled off to the left side and catches the roof and then falls back down where somebody can retrieve that one easily enough. Tree line on the behind the third base and behind the third base dugout and the stands here that are covered. Right on the other side is a railroad track that never has a train on it. It's another strikeout. This one was swinging variety. 2 strikeouts for Creasy. And that will bring to the plate Trey Miller. Jeff Cruz checking in, keeping his streak alive. Watching from Jonathan Creek Camp in Conference Center. He is rooting for an 8th straight victory. Miller starts to go and holds up on the breaking pitch. Todd Maloney rooting from Hendersonville. Ground ball down to third base line, backhanded by Aiden Gibson. The throw across the diamond is in time to get Miller for the 3rd out. Nice play down there by Aiden Gibson. That's a 1-2-3 inning. Rhythm failed to score in the opening frame. We will go to the bottom of the 1st, and Logan Harrell will take the mound. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram knocks it out of the park with Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, all new vehicles come with a Rhythm exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles, no additional charge. That's a home run. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram in Madison, just 10 minutes north of Nashville.
If you've got a dream, then we've got you covered. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is like no other.
Think about something for a moment. Every single business, from the smallest neighborhood bakery to the biggest multinational corporation, is someone's dream come true. The byproduct of planning and determination and hard work. If you own a business, you already know that. So you'll also understand that fire and security protection isn't just about protecting property, it's about safeguarding dreams. At Corson, that's what we've specialized in since 1946. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Welcome back to Fulton, Kentucky. Move to the bottom of the first inning. Logan Harrell, incoming freshman to Trevecca Nazarene University in Nashville, Tennessee, getting his first start of the year. This is his 8th appearance in a Rhythm uniform and has a 5-0 record, which leads the team. 1.76 ERA in those 7 appearances. Has gone 13 1/3 innings. Given up 9 hits, no runs, earned or otherwise, for a 0.00 ERA. 3 walks, 15 strikeouts. And he gets the ball from Trey Miller. He will face Aiden Cloud. Tense Montevallo, second baseman from Rome, Georgia. Swing and a miss on a fastball. The 0-1 pitch, grounded to third, tough hop. That'll get up the arm of Trey Miller. And that'll be a base runner for the Rotors. I would assume that will be charged as an error. Tough play there, but it just took a hop he's not used to. Charlie Forbett steps in. First pitch high and away. Forbett from Willamette University in Oregon. His hometown is St. Louis, Missouri. Fouls that one into the trees and the train track for a AAA auto glass foul ball. And Trey Miller was charged with the error. Rhythm come in as the second best fielding team in the Ohio Valley League. That's error number 54. Throw over to first base. Cloud is back in time. Well, has the sign and delivers. Slider outside. Rotors are 4th in the league in stolen bases with 76, been caught 17 times. Leading team, I believe, is the Henderson Flash. We got 80 plus. That's a slider in there for a called strike. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes to left-handed hitting Charlie Forbett. That 4 home runs, hitting .241. That's a ground ball up the middle. That is gloved by Perrell, and he gets a backhand flip to Zeb Burns for the lead out. Nice play by Levi Perrell. Tough to get to it, and tough for that. Really wasn't a backhand flip. He had to turn his body around to get an underhand flip. Very, very difficult play. 1 out. And tapper foul by Garner Anderson. Mimi coming with a verse already, Romans 8:31. Jimmy Edwards, host home father to three, 2 players and a coach. Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch over there in Hendersonville. A long hollow pike. Glad to have Jimmy and Linda part of the full count rhythm. This host home families. 0-2 pitch misses down and away. Grant Edwards' father. Try to catch him when he's not smiling. Just try to catch him. You're not going to be able to do it. 1-2 pitch is drilled down the left field line, but it'll go foul into the trees. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes to the right fielder from UT Martin. He didn't go far from home to go to school. He's from Martin, Tennessee. Hitting .289, leads the team with 8 doubles. Drives that one down the left field line. If it's fair, and it is called fair. It looked like it went to the left of the fair line, foul line. Home plate umpire called that one fair, and Trey Miller is saying it's that far to the foul territory, but there's no way you're going to change that. There's not an actual left field line down there, and Frankie Delgado's now talking to the home plate umpire. But, I mean, from right here, it looked like it was a 1.5 feet, 2 feet foul. But there's another double, according to the home plate umpire. Runners now at second and third base with 1 out. Fouled off by Jackson Garrett. I've got to look around poles, not only a pole about 4 feet away from me, but pole on the backstop as well. But I had a view of it. There's a light or faint line from a long time ago that has not been reapplied, and sure looked to me like it was on the left side. Now, home plate umpire might have been screened out by the third base coach, maybe Trey Miller, I'm not sure. That pitch is in the dirt. Logan Harrell looking for a strikeout of Jackson Garrett, second player from Willamette University. He's from Carlsbad, California. Hitting .315, playing game number 30 for the Fulton Railroaders. He gets the strikeout, throw down to third base. Trey Miller has to come in, as Frankie Delgado and Trey Miller, of course, both from Carson Newman. Not sure if they had a play on or not. If so, Trey Miller was late arriving to the base, but that's now 2 outs. Logan Harrell has a chance to get Cade Rogers and wiggle off the hook here. Cade Rogers from Belmont University, hometown Jonesboro, Arkansas. Has been over there at Belmont for 3 years. First pitch he sees is down low. I believe Cade played with the Paducah Chiefs last year, or maybe even the year before that. I'm not sure. Pretty confident he played over there with the Chiefs at some point. It popped up in the infield. Zeb Burns says he has it, and he'll make the catch. And Logan Harrell and the Rhythm do exactly that, wiggle off the hook with runners at second and third with 1 out, and Harrell gets the next 2 batters. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 runners left on base. No score. We're headed to the second. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
United Machine and Tool has been manufacturing the highest quality projects for a wide variety of industries for over 35 years. We deliver high-quality CNC machine components and fabrication projects from prototype to production. United Machine and Tool is committed to quality and excellence in the manufacturing industry. We're located in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Check us out on the web at umttn.com for any manufacturing need. That's United Machine and Tool, a proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now, it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions, right here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Back in Fulton, Kentucky. We go to the top of the second inning. Rhythm looking to scratch the scoreboard here after no runs scored by either team in the first inning. Reese Holbrook, Levi Perrell, Josh Seiler to face Seth Creasy. Welcome to the Harrell family. Got a host of folks down there in that complex. Swing and a miss by Harrell on the first pitch. Down off Jenkins Road. Paw, Uncle Casey, Aunt Kate, cousins, and even more as Holbrook swings and misses the first two offerings from Seth Creasy. Mata Delgado says, let's go, boys. There's a shot to first base, one hop. Gathered by Cade Rogers, and he'll step on the base for out number one. Hot hitting Levi Perrell steps to the plate from Catawba, Lexington, North Carolina. Hello to Mimi, Mamo, Gabi, all the Perrell family. He cracks that bat, hits a slow roller to short. Brinkley up with it, and he makes a throw wide of first base. Perrell will head on down to second base. And down in scoring position with one out. We'll see how that one scored. Tough play for Brinkley. Throw was wide of Cade Rogers at first base. Might be a single and at least an error, so it will be at least an error. Question is a two-base error, and it shows as a two-base error. Each team now is committed one. Josh Seiler looks at it ball down low. Seiler leads the team with 17 RBIs. Playing in game number 24. Creasy looks back at second. Seiler could not hold up on that slider. Count goes 1-1 strike. He's also from Trevecca Nazarene University. Called strike at the knees. Josh did not agree with that. Seiler and Jackson Cothran tied with 17 RBIs. 10 players for the Rhythm have double-digit RBIs. Levi Perrell is second with 16. Henry Jackson with 14. Walker Strange and Trey Miller with 13 apiece. 2-2 pitch coming to Seiler. He can break the tie right here, and tried to there as he lines that one down the right field into the parking lot. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Josh Seiler had a home run here at the yard. They've been back on June 23rd. Swing and a miss. That ball disappeared on him. Third strikeout for Creasy. Third strikeout for Seiler, or for Creasy, and it brings up a 2 outs. Cooper Holbrook. Kevin Pomeroy also checking in on Facebook. Good to have you back. Breaking pitch. Coop thought it was coming right at him, I think, and started to back away and curved right across the plate. Playing in game number 27. He has 10 RBIs on the season. Trying to pick up number 11 out there as Levi Perrell leads off at second. Swing and a miss on a fastball above the letters. Cooper Holbrook now down in the count 0-2. Trevor Barnes checking in. Super fan. Let's go. Popped up. It might be playable. Third baseman Aiden Gibson makes the catch in foul territory. For out number 3. So the error does not come back to haunt the Rotors. So no runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 runner left on base. Headed to the bottom of the first. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram knocks it out of the park with Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, all new vehicles come with a Rhythm exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles, no additional charge. That's a home run. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram in Madison, just 10 minutes north of Nashville.
If you've got a dream, then we've got you covered. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is like no other.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Bottom of the second we go. Logan Harrell out on the mound. Got into a little bit of trouble in the first. A leadoff error. Aiden Cloud reached. Charlie Forbett grounded up the middle, and Levi Perrell made a very nice play to get the lead runner out for out number 1. Then Garner Anderson had a questionable double down the left field line that this broadcaster and Trey Miller, the third baseman, thought had gone foul. But put runners at second and third with 1 out, but Harrell able to get out of the jam with a strikeout and a pop out. Ground ball to the backhand of Perrell. He gloves, and strong throw dug out, or at least caught on the dirt by Josh Seiler. Nice play both ways for out number 1. That's Aiden Gibson from Carson Newman. So Trey Miller's teammate. Trey Miller and Frankie Delgado, Harrison Travis, Henry Jackson. 1 out. First pitch to Bennett Detrude in there for a called strike. Detrude, the center fielder. He plays at UT Martin. He's from Brentwood, Tennessee. He's looking at an 0-2 count now. Detrude comes in hitting 189, playing in game number 27 of the year. Reese Holbrook playing left field today. Drew Robertson in center. Cooper Holbrook in right. Trey Miller at third. Levi Perrell at short. Zeb Burns at second. I say that's Josh Seiler. That's Henry Jackson over at first base. Josh Seiler is the DH today. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Delgado catches strike 3 swinging. Second strikeout for Logan Harrell. Henry's just looking so tall over there at first base. 6 foot tall Henry Jackson versus the 6'4" Josh Seiler. It's number 15, not number 4. So 2 outs. Emery Wright, the catcher, steps in, and he'll look at a called strike on a breaking pitch. Swing and a miss. And 3 pitches. 3 strikes, 3 outs. 1-2-3 inning for the Rhythm and Logan Harrell. It's time to get the sticks going. Thanks for joining me on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Whatever your destination in life, you can get there easier with a checking account from F&M Bank. At F&M, our checking accounts give you the tools you need to manage your money well, like our smart free checking account that's actually free, because sometimes the basics are more than enough. Making lives better by making banking easier. Come see us at one of our branches or online at myfmbank.com. F&M Bank. Banking made easy. On purpose. Member FDIC.
Slim Chickens makes it easy to feed your hungry crowd. Fresh hand-breaded tenders, perfectly fried wings, and all the southern sides made fresh for you. It's easy. Just order on the Slim's app or website and leave everything to us. You can get it delivered right to your door. Any party, any size. Slim's has your crowd covered. Download the Slim Chickens app to order and earn rewards.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
In Fulton, Kentucky, the Rhythm are 6-3 against the Railroaders all time. Feels like we have had some pretty good luck here. Remember the first game Rhythm ever played here, Luke Sinnard, an incoming freshman at the time, to Western Kentucky from Beach High School. He's now at Indiana University. He pitched 6 innings and struck out 15 batters in a shutout for a full count. I believe that was game number 4 of the year. So a great memory there. Brought by Luke Sinnard, a big 6'8", 200-plus right-hander. Frankie Delgado fouls that one off. Frankie playing in game number 15, hitting .205 from Carson Newman, hometown of Clinton, Kentucky. Hello to Frankie Sr., as I call him, and Mata, his mother, Sonia, his sister. Second-year player for Full Count. Extremely abbreviated season last year, though. 4 games before he injured that hand. Needing to be healthy today. We got several folks that are out sick today, including 2 backup catchers. And he will swing and miss. The catcher cannot find the ball. Throw on to first base. Gets Frankie. That's a helpless feeling Emery Wright had right there. That ball was right at his feet, and he could not find it. It was sitting in that white chalk. 4th strikeout for Creasy in the first 8 batters, and that brings to the plate Zeb Burns. Zeb from Catawba College. He also didn't travel far for school. He's from Salisbury, North Carolina, where Catawba is located. If you're calling it Catawba, you're calling it wrong. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. Oh, 2. Swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. And there's Wright going to throw down to first base again. Strikeouts and throws down to first base by catcher Emery Wright. Henry Jackson back in the batter's box. Struck out looking in the first. Henry heading to William and Mary after 4 years at Carson Newman. He's from Waxhaw, North Carolina, son of Frank and Beth Jackson. Looks at a called strike there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rhythm have lost 9 games this year. And they've lost those 9 games. Henry flies one out to right center, and that will get over the head and down in right center. Like Garner Anderson might have took a wrong track at that one. He kind of came in, and if he had gone straight over, he might have been able to make that catch. But that'll be a single for Henry Jackson. First hit for the Rhythm. Henry's first hit in a while, actually. Drew Roberts steps in. Speaking of hits, he's the OVL hit leader. 42 knocks on the year. He grounds 1-2 hopper to second base. Aiden Cloud over to Rogers for the third out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We are through 2.5 innings. Still no score here at Low House Field in Fulton, Kentucky.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
This is home. So is this. And this. But home isn't just the stunning views or the rugged beauty. It's what you make of it. It's a place for joy and peace. A safe haven where memories are made. It's all of these things. Home is a feeling, and it's created by the people around you. This region is home, and we're so proud to be a part of it.
Welcome back to Fulton, Kentucky. Logan Harrell has finished his warm-up tosses, and he is ready to throw to 9, 1, and 2 in the Rotors lineup. Connor Brinkley, Aiden Cloud, and Charlie Forbett here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Say the Rhythm have lost 9 games. That ball's fouled off to the left side. Lost to 8 teams. Only 1 team that they've lost to twice, and that is the Bowling Green Pistons, who have the worst record in the Ohio Valley League. That is a bit of an anomaly. Swing and a miss. Logan Harrell gets another strikeout. That's number 4 through the first 9 batters. He's a two-way player from Good Pasture High School. He is headed to Trevecca, along with his former high school teammate Jonas Smithson. Breaking pitch gets in there to Aiden Cloud for a called strike. He grounded down to third base. Trey Miller not able to field Frankie Delgado once home plate umpire checked down at first base to see if Cloud went. And he said no, he did not. 1 ball, 1 strike. Miller got a bad hop down there at first base, or at least one he wasn't expecting. Came up and hit him in the left arm, caromed over to Levi Perrell. Cloud ultimately was stranded at third base. There's another tapper. This time Miller will get it on 1 hop. He'll throw over to his former teammate Henry Jackson for out number 2. Charlie Forbett steps in. So of the players today, Drew Robertson's a 3-year player. Cooper Holberg out in right field's a 2-year player. Levi Perrell a 2-year player. Frankie Delgado and Henry Jackson also 2nd-year players with full count. Came in beginning of the season. There's a broken bat that will produce a base hit. So that bat died a hero off the bat of Charlie Forbett. It broke completely in half. Here's the 2nd hit by the Rotors. Thankfully, the business end of that bat did not get out far enough to Logan Harrell to cause any damage. A man at first base and 2 outs. Garner Anderson, who doubled down the left field line, steps in. Pitch gets in there for a called strike. G.A.J. is watching. That Zimmerly name. Any relation to Zach Zimmerly or Jody Zimmerly? Swinging a miss at a ball in the dirt. In Hendersonville. Trevor. Mark Wilkins checking in from Monticello, Georgia. Hello to Mark and Lori. Also super fans. Swing and a miss. And Logan Harrell's got it going on. See if I can get all those strikes up there. There we go. 5th strikeout for Harrell. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We are through 1/3 of the ball game. There have only been 3 hits and no runs. Normally you see a lot of runs put up here in Fulton with that short wall in right field, but so far, no. These pitchers are doing the job. Thanks for joining us on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Scheduled games in the Ohio Valley League tonight. Madisonville Miners are visiting the Du Bois County Bombers. That game should be well underway. Bowling Green Pistons supposed to be playing at the Hoptown Hoppers. I'll have to get on Game Changer and see if that's actually happening. Paducah Chiefs and the Clarksville Whirlybirds for some reason is postponed. Probably will not be made up the way I've been seeing things happening. And Henderson Flash at the Muhlenberg County Stallions. So Bowling Green is off. Paducah is off, and the Louisville Jockeys off tonight. And apparently the Whirlybirds and, well, I guess that was the Paducah Chiefs they were supposed to play. Trey Miller, Reese Holbrook, and Levi Perrell to face Seth Creasy. Hard shot down the third base line. It goes foul. That one hit well before the third base bag and pretty easy to see there. Eddie made that call from right here. Miller able to hold up on that breaking pitch that lands low and outside. Miller grounded out to his teammate at Carson Newman, third base, Aiden Gibson, to end the first inning. Travis Smith from Edge Appraisal Services checking in on Facebook. The ground ball, that'll get into the Rotors dugout. A couple guys scramble. Count goes 2 balls, 2 strikes. Trey Miller, late add to Full Count's roster, and he has produced. Off the end of the bat there, that takes a nasty hop off of Cade Rogers. That thing was a cue ball right there, and there's no way in the world they could rule that an error. I mean, I don't care who you are. Nolan Arenado wouldn't have been able to get that one. Surely that's an infield single. Jones Zimmerly, and to Ball legends Daniel and Steven. That's Faulkner. Okay, I know the names Daniel and Steven Faulkner. Michael Harold with the knowledge. Waiting for the ruling. There's a throw. There's the 9-3 as Reese Holbrook hits one hard to right field. Garner Anderson throws him out 9-3 on the play. Miller moves down to second base. He hit it right between first and second, but with as shallow as the right fielder can play with that short right field fence, they called that an error. He called that an error. Unbelievable. Man, I'm telling you, I'd hate to be an infielder here. No wonder their defense is 9th in the league. Levi Perrell with a man at second base and one out. And he tried to check a swing. That ball came in on him. Perrell grounded the ball to shortstop and reached on an error. Break the pitch a little bit high there. Yeah. It's 200 feet down the right field line. It's a former football field, I guess, is maybe what it is, Travis. That's exactly what it's like. But there's a building just on the other side of that right field fence. So right field could not be any deeper. That's why they put that big netting above the probably 15 or 20 foot wall. Maybe that's a 60 foot wall. Levi Perrell take a base on balls. First walk of the game by Creasy, putting runners at first and second. That'll bring Josh Seiler to the plate. Struck out in his first plate appearance. Zimmerly name can't be that common, but not related to Jody, a former Vol State pitcher himself, then went on to Tennessee Tech. And his son, Zach Zimmerly, is currently at Vol State after playing high school baseball at Hendersonville. Josh Seiler looks at a slider outside. Travis, it is definitely an unusual field, but old kind of ballpark. There's a ground ball, could be two. Nice hop to Brinkley over to second, on to first base for a 4-3 double play to get the Rotors out of a jam. No runs, no hits, one error, one runner left on base. Still no score. Thanks for joining us on Full Count Broadcast Network.
Corson Fire and Security first opened for business in 1946. From the very beginning, we understood something important. We're not just protecting buildings. We're protecting the dreams that built them. We're protecting the lives unfolding inside them. Fire extinguishers, sprinkler systems, and security products are the tools of our trade, but people are the inspiration behind it. For 7 decades, we've never forgotten that. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Both pitchers throwing zeros. Guess I ought to clear my scoreboard. Probably a good thing. Spinning plates, folks. Spinning plates. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Jackson Garrett, Cade Rogers, Aiden Gibson stepping to the plate. This inning to face Logan Harrell, who gets a swing and a miss from the left-hander. He struck out in the first. Harrell gets a foul ball off the bat of Jackson Garrett that gets out of play. A AAA auto glass foul ball. I need to call Dylan Doris. I wonder if they're open on Saturdays. That one's popped up out of the left side. Trey Miller's over, but it will get out of play. Trey got over to that fence pretty quick. Can play second base, shortstop, and third base. Wouldn't doubt he couldn't play anywhere else. The question is, can he catch? Our backup catcher tonight is Walker Strange. Jackson Cothran and Aiden Napier are out tonight, not feeling well. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That should be playable. Popped up to the left side. In comes Reese Holbrook. Out goes Levi Perrell, and Levi will make the over-the-shoulder catch. Round number 1. Cade Rogers, who popped out to end the threat in the first, steps to the plate. It's 2 hits, and maybe another one right there if it stays fair. And we got a third base umpire down there this time, a whole lot closer than the home plate umpire. So that one's called foul. Eddie Crittenden thought that was fair. That third base umpire down there a little bit closer. A 1 pitch, another Tapper foul. Gibson on deck makes a nice catch. Logan Harrell in his 4th inning of work. First start of the year. As that pitch misses down low. He swung, and they want to check down at first base, and home plate umpire did not ring him up, but the first base umpire did. Strikeout number 6. 2 outs here in the 4th. Harrell's last appearance on the mound was up at Hoptown. Got in the last 2 innings, and the pitcher of record when Full Count came back to win that one. 2 runs in the top of the 9th to defeat the Hoppers 5-4. To come in and snag his 5th win of the year. All in relief. Longest stint of the year was 4 2/3 against the Muhlenberg County Stallions. That ball is hit off to the right field, and that will get off of the fence, the wood portion of the fence, as Cooper Holbrook will play it off the wall and get it back in for a short fence single. That's Aiden Gibson playing the stadium he's in. Goes the opposite way. Bennett Detrude, left-handed hitter, struck out in the second. Throw down to first base. Henry Jackson slaps the tag down, but just a hair late. Pitch called a ball. Half-hearted swing right there. Guessing he said yes, yes, and then no. As my son Wilson, watching from Mazante. Hello there, Dub. And the rest of the folks down there on week 3 mission. Fouled off. Tried to FaceTime. He FaceTimed me when we got to the ballpark here today. And telecommunications, not that great coming from Nicaragua. So I saw my buddy Alex Montiel down there for just a minute. He's always wanting to poke fun. Carson Howard and Jackson Benjamin, 2 Rhythm players, are down there with this week's squad. They had a good trip. Runner goes. Short ground ball. Henry Jackson fields and flips to Logan Harrell. Nice athletic play by Logan Harrell to get over and cover for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 runner left on base. We are through 4 innings. And there is no score. Wilson's down there with Jacob Oldham and his family, Miranda, Atlee, Henley, Hutton. Who else is on that trip? Todd Neal, a host home dad to Jackson Benjamin and Carson Howard. Tanner Sandell leading the group with Evan Jones, 2 former Vol State Pioneers. Let's see who else. There's somebody named Hardcastle. I don't know. I think that may be a father-son group that's down there. And I know Adam Spates is hanging around. I wonder if Spates got any ABs. Wilson, did you let Spates get any ABs? Today, my son told me that it was going to be a fun day. I think they played at El Molinar, and everybody was going to play all 9 positions over there. He said he got some time on the mound. He's got nightmares, a traumatic experience from his youth with, I think, 2/3 of an inning on the mound as a 9-year-old. As Mark McDaniel and I coached our sons for I think that was the Diamondbacks. We played up there at Civitan in Hendersonville, Drakes Creek Park. We were winning the game, I think, pretty handily. So he said, hey, let's give Wilson a try. And he went in there, and he was a little guy at the time. He's a lot bigger guy now. Pitching's not his game, though. We found out in 2 appearances. But that's okay, son. You can't be great at everything. And everything else you've tried, you've been great at. We move to the top of the 5th. Popped up by Cooper Holbrook. Second baseman will make that catch. Aiden Cloud. First pitch swinging. Cooper Holbrook now over 2. He's popped out to the 3rd baseman and now the 2nd baseman. Frankie Delgado steps in. He struck out. Heads up. That bat went flying to the right. Zeb Burns was not injured on that whirlybird bat. Thought that helicopters were whirlybirds. That bat right there, when Frankie Delgado let go of it, did a few rotations, hit off of the fencing. And the 0-1 pitch, he fouls that one off and successfully holds on to the bat. Gabi hanging out at Meemaw's. Hope she's doing better. Bobby Plaskett checking in, rooting for Logan Harrell. That one's in the dirt as Emery Wright protects our home plate umpire tonight, who did flinch a good bit. Umpires don't want to get hit with balls in the dirt either. There's a drive that will get off of the fence and fall right in front of Garner Anderson. So Frankie Delgado uses that fence to his liking, a single off the wall. Second hit by a Rhythm player, and Zeb Burns steps to the plate. Zeb struck out in the third inning, and he will square around the bunt. Home plate umpire says that he went after it, that he did not pull the bat back, but Zeb looks at him like, you got to be kidding me. Ball was outside. Zeb surely looked like he pulled the bat back, but home plate umpire is not seeing the same thing that I'm seeing, or that apparently Rhythm players are seeing. I believe this is the same home plate umpire that we've had at least on another occasion. He looks very familiar, so I wonder if we have him every time. We don't get the names of the umpires here at Fulton. Swing and a miss and a throw down to first base, but Frankie is back. On deck, Henry Jackson. Rhythm played the Railroaders the last two times in Drakes Creek Park. There's a ball in the dirt, blocked by Wright. Won 9-3 on June 24th and 9-4 on July 6th. So played 3 games in June. First two here in Fulton. Next two at Drakes Creek, and now here the last one. As Zeb Burns gets that one up, and it will get off the top of the fence. Garner Anderson retrieves it off the fence and gets it back into third base. That ball had a chance of getting out. Zeb almost got him a home run. It hit about 4/5 of the way up the fence. So you have a wooden wall that's probably 15 feet up, and then another 30, 40 feet of netting that's above that, held up by telephone poles. And you get it high up over it. You don't have to hit it very far. You just have to hit it high to get one out of here. And a mound visit by Brad Weber, the pitching coach. Head coach is Hayden Tapper for the Railroaders. His first year with the Roaders. He's an assistant coach with the Jackson State Green Jays in the TCCAA. And the meeting is broken up. Henry Jackson will step to the plate with 2 on and 1 out. Greg Bender, umpire Greg Bender. Breaking pitch in there for a called strike. Greg, my opinion of what he did was he put the bat out there. I didn't think he offered at it. He just had the bat there, and as the ball came in, he pulled the bat back. Now maybe the home plate umpire thought that he had put the bat out there as to bunt it really, really early, which I don't know why you would attempt to bunt a ball that hasn't even got to the plate yet. Just my opinion. We will continue to pray for Meemaw Gabi. That ball's off to the right side, and that will get off of the fence as well. Henry Jackson will hold up. Delgado coming to the plate. There is no play as Frankie has a bit of a awkward slide there for the Framework Athletics. First run of the game. Frankie, you can't get hurt, buddy. You cannot get hurt. So an RBI single off the wall. That's 3 straight off the fence. And the Rhythm take the lead. That's a little bit higher up and a little more into right center field. So back-to-back-to-back hits brought to you by Old Hickory Bats brings Drew Robertson, the hits leader, with 42 to the plate. He fouls the first pitch off to the left. Robertson with 42 hits, which includes 12 doubles. Runner starts to go. There's a line drive. That's a base hit. Gets into center field. And it gets by the center fielder. Henry Jackson will get to third base, but he will be held up by third base coach Caleb Abney as Bennett Detrude had trouble with that one. That puts runners at second and third, and the Rhythm lead 2-0. Drew Robertson gets an RBI single. I would assume that's an error on Detrude, and out comes Hayden Tapper. That will mean the end of the line for Seth Creasy. So we'll take a break. Tell you about the new pitcher when we return on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Whatever your destination in life, you can get there easier with a checking account from F&M Bank. At F&M, our checking accounts give you the tools you need to manage your money well, like our smart free checking account that's actually free. Because sometimes the basics are more than enough, making lives better by making banking easier. Come see us at one of our branches or online at myfmbank.com. F&M Bank, banking made easy on purpose. Member FDIC.
Slim Chickens makes it easy to feed your hungry crowd. Fresh hand-breaded tenders, perfectly fried wings, and all the southern sides made fresh for you. It's easy. Just order on the Slim's app or website and leave everything to us. You can get it delivered right to your door. Any party, any size. Slim's has your crowd covered. Download the Slim Chickens app to order and earn rewards.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Hemphill brothers call to the bullpen for the Rotors. Jackson Hagan on in relief of Seth Creasy. Hagan from the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater, hometown San Clemente, California. Right-handed pitcher. He is relieving Creasy, who goes 4 1/3 innings, gives up 5 hits, so far 2 runs. Walked 1 batter and struck out 5. He is responsible for the 2 runners on base. That's Henry Jackson and Drew Robertson, after Full Count has put together 4 straight base hits. 3 off the wall in right field, and 1 by Drew Robertson over the head of shortstop Connor Brinkley that got into center field and got away from Bennett Detrude. So Trey Miller steps in with 1 out and 2 in scoring position. Trey reached on a tough luck error down there at first base by Cade Rogers. He got a spinner off the bat of Trey Miller, and it took an immediate right turn. He was lucky to get a hand on it, much less a glove on it. In my opinion, it should have been a single. Hagan delivers strike 1. Let's try to get the right. Up on the scoreboard. Off-speed pitch misses down low. Hagan on for his 12th appearance, 6th in relief. He's got 6 starts and a 5-0 record, which leads his club. He also leads the club in innings pitched, hits given up, and strikeouts. 43 1/3 innings pitched, giving up 39 hits, struck out 46 batters. And Trey Miller cannot hold up on that breaking pitch. Count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. So after first out recorded, Frankie Delgado, Zeb Burns, Henry Jackson, and Drew Robertson all singled, as now the infield has been drawn in. Check swing, foul ball to the Rhythm dugout. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Question is, am I sure we're in the 5th inning? I am positive we're in the top of the 5th inning. I know we're not in the middle of the 5th, and I know we're not in the bottom of the 5th. One-two pitch coming from Hagan. Miller checked, but gonna wait to ask the umpire out in the field, who says no. I thought it was a chance that the pitch would have been called a strike. Looked like it was pretty decent pitch. But count will go 2 balls and 2 strikes. Infield in here in the top of the 5th inning. That's a base hit over the third baseman's head. Caleb Abney will hold up Drew Robertson, and an RBI single. 5 base hits in a row. Why in the world did my base runners get off? Oh, I know why that did that. All right. Check your scoreboard for you. It is 3-0. We have runners on the corners, brought to you by CrossFit Hendersonville. We do have 1 out. I accidentally hit the inning and moved it forward, and that erased all that. So Reese Holbrook steps up. He's going to bunt, and that's going to be caught by Cade Rogers in foul territory for out number 2. Levi Perel steps up with 2 outs and 2 on. 3 runners have scored here in the inning. So far, all those runs have been charged to Seth Creasy. Perel looks at a breaking pitch that lands low. I got to believe Trey Miller may be taking off here soon. Does not go here, and Perel swings and misses at a high fastball. Trey Miller 4 for 4 in stolen base attempts. The Rhythm are 6th in the league with 70 stolen bases. Been caught 14 times. Throw over to first base. Miller's back. He goes on the pitch here. Pitch is popped up. That'll get foul. Jackson or Garner Anderson will get over but not be able to make the catch. It did land in the field of play on the gravel warning track. Count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Trey Miller will head back to first base. Charlie Forbett in left, Bennett DeTrude in center, Garner Anderson in right, Aiden Gibson at third, Connor Brinkley at short, Aiden Cloud at second, Cade Rogers at first base, Emery Wright behind the dish, and he is catching Jackson Hagan, who delivers a fastball that's fouled back to the screen by Perel. Perel is 0 for 1. He reached on an error in the second and walked in the fourth. And he was retired on the front end of a 6-4-3 double play. Looking to keep the hit parade going here is Levi Perrell. Runner goes. Pitch is in the dirt, and they won't even make a throw. Stolen base for Trey Miller. Again, goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. Josh Seiler is standing on deck, hoping for an opportunity here in the 5th inning. Another foul ball off to the right side, brought to you by AAA Auto Glass. The ballpark is at the end of a street so there are houses off to the right side. That foul ball landed probably in a front yard. A couple houses right there, and then out past the public safety building in right field. There are houses across the street there. There's also a church out past right field. 2-2 pitch down low. First full count pitch brought to you by Stitches by Cindy. I'm wearing one of my embroidered full count rhythm shirts tonight, a white shirt that I took to her, and she put the full count baseball logo. Pitch misses just outside, and the bases are now loaded. Perrell walks for the second time. Josh Seiler steps up. Saw on Cindy's Stitches by Cindy, CYNDI. Saw her Facebook post today, and she had some pictures of some of her work on there, and one of them was the visor hats for full count rhythm baseball. Seiler looks at a pitch, tough pitch to hit right there on the outside corner at the knees, and some unhappy fan here for Fulton indicated that was the same pitch, but home plate umpire and I don't agree. Seiler drops that one just in front of Garner Anderson. He dives, but he cannot come up with the catch. Another run comes in for full count. It's just a little lazy line drive. We'll see how this very tough scorer rules that one. That's 9 batters that have come to the plate. All 4 runs that have come across were charged to Seth Creasy. Cooper Holbrook, who led this inning off with a pop up to the second baseman, swings at the first pitch, fouls that one off. And that is ruled a single, so RBI for Seiler. Sixth hit of the inning. Come on, Coop, get you something right here, buddy. Get you something you can handle high on the outside. Let it go. Holbrook hit a 2-run homer a couple ball games ago. That pitch nearly hit him. Batted around here in the 5th inning. Strike called. One ball, 2 strikes. Bases are loaded, 2 outs. Strike 3 called. Cooper Holbrook goes down looking. 4 runs on 6 hits. There was 1 error and 3 runners left on base. Rhythm take a 4-0 lead here at Fulton, Kentucky. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
United Machine and Tool has been manufacturing the highest quality projects for a wide variety of industries for over 35 years. We deliver high-quality CNC machine components and fabrication projects from prototype to production. United Machine and Tool is committed to quality and excellence in the manufacturing industry. We're located in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Check us out on the web at umttn.com for any manufacturing need. That's United Machine and Tool, a proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Race back in Fulton, Kentucky, and Harold now out on the mound with the lead, 4-0. As his club scored 4 in the top of the 5th. I say the 6th inning, we're going to the bottom of the 5th. 6 hits. 4 runs, all 4 of those runs charged to Seth Creasy. I'm pretty sure they are all earned. They are showing as earned. And Logan Harrell will face 8, 9, and 1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Emery Wright, Connor Brinkley, and Aiden Cloud. First pitch swinging, that'll get up off the wall as Emery Wright. Cooper Holbrook gets the ball back into second base. So the leadoff single by Emery Wright. So if the Rhythm are 6-3 against Fulton, that means this is our 10th trip here, and I've been here I think 9 out of the 10. Right now in this 1 inning, I think we've had the most balls hit off that wall that I've seen in any game. They're starting to go the opposite way. Swing and a miss by Connor Brinkley. Rhythm looking for a do-dat double play, second, or tied for first in the OVL with 25 double plays. There's a ground ball to Henry Jackson. He backhands. Nobody covering first, though. Logan Harrell a little late getting off that mound, but Levi Perrell will just eat that one and be satisfied with the force out at second base. Nice backhand there by Henry Jackson to get that thing started. Now Aiden Cloud steps in. He's 0 for 2. Reached on an error in the first and grounded out to third. We're at a first base, strike called. Tag just a hair late at first base. Frankie likes to throw it around. If you're a fielder out there, you better be ready for a throw coming from Frankie. Ball's flied out to left field at no man's land right there, and Reese Holbrook will make the catch. Round number 2. I don't think I've ever seen a home run to left field here either. Seen several to right field and right center field. Never to center field or to left field. 352 out there in left center, but it sure seems farther. With as short as right field fence is, at left field looks like it's Yosemite. There's a ground ball to second base. Zeb Burns gloves, and he will underhand to Henry Jackson for out number 3. After the leadoff single, 3 straight outs for Logan Harrell. 4-0, Full Count leads.
Score home run deals from your hometown dealer. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We've got Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus Every new vehicle comes with Rhythm's exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles at no additional charge. We've got great deals on deck, so step up to the plate. Find your new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram at rhythmcdjr.com. Feel the rhythm, love the ride.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now, it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions, right here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Happy birthday to Jordan Walden. Number 28 grandson. Wow. That's a lot of grandkids. Happy 20th birthday to Jordan Walden. And while we're at it, I'm going to say happy 29th birthday to one of my three daughters, Cassidy Rose Snapka, down in Caledonia, Mississippi. She's actually out on the beach on a girls' trip. So happy birthday, Rosebud. Frankie Delgado steps in, looks at a first pitch strike from Jackson Hagan. Came on in relief in the 5th inning. Put up a couple singles and a walk. That's a lazy fly ball out the left field. Charlie Forbett will move over into left center field and make the catch. Frankie looked like that was just a excuse me swing right there. Maybe he's thinking about pulling the bat back. One out. And Zeb Burns, he had a single off the right field wall in the 5th inning and scored. He's 1 for 2. Now up at the count, 2 balls and no strikes with the leadoff batter Henry Jackson on deck. Fouls that one just over the Rhythm dugout. Henry Jackson had to crouch down a little bit, thinking maybe that was going to buzz the tower, but it did not. Oh, that's his number. Swing and a miss. You're right, he is number 28, right? I thought that was your 28th grandson. Wow, that's a big family. You got 6 grandkids and number 7 on the way, but I don't know that I could stand that one, as that pitch is called a strike. I'm with Zeb. If you're protecting with a fungo there. Second strikeout for Hagan and 2 quick outs here in the top of the 6th. Very happy 20th birthday to number 28 grandson. Okay. I got it now. Henry Jackson had a 2-out single in the 3rd. Lets that breaking pitch go by. Takes a cut at that breaking pitch and comes up empty. So the Hoppers and the Pistons are playing at Hoptown. Hoptown leading 4-0 over the Bowling Green Pistons in the 6th inning. 0-2 pitch in the dirt. That's the pitch as Zeb Burns struck out on, and Henry Jackson put the bat out there, did not offer on it, and the pitch was not called a strike. Boys County Bombers are leading the Madisonville Miners 3-2 in the 8th inning. Count now goes full. Full Count Ministries, or Full Count pitch brought to you by Stitches by Cindy. Go to her Facebook page. That's popped up. Won't be a foul ball. And right fielder Garner Anderson will make the easy catch of that pop-up for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down in the 6th after sending 10 batters to the plate in the 5th. Full Count still leads 4-0. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now, it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions, right here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
And speaking of the birthday boy, here is Jordan Walden as the Hemphill brothers call to the bullpen in relief of Logan Harrell. Jordan, 6 foot, 165-pound sophomore from Vidalia, Georgia. Plays his baseball at Georgia Southwestern. Son of Chris and Julie Walden, brother to Brittany and Amanda. Papa and Grandma and Papa and Nana all down in Vidalia, staying at the host home of Eric and Gay Sutley, along with teammate Juan Anderson. Logan Harrell goes 5 innings, gives up 4 hits, no runs, no walks, 6 strikeouts in his first start of the year. Very strong outing, in line to get the victory if the Rhythm can hold on. Walden's first pitch is high and outside. Three, 4, and 5 to face Walden. There's a strike in there for a fastball, 1-1 count. Walden on for his 9th appearance of the year, 14 2/3, 8 hits, 8 runs. They were earned. And has struggled with command of the strike zone, 14 walks, 2 hit batters, and 8 wild pitches. He has struck out 17 batters, and now looking at 3-ball, 1 strike count to the rotor right fielder, Garner Anderson, who has doubled and struck out. Rhythm with 4 runs in the 5th inning, the only scoring of the ball game. Jordan Walden has walked the first batter. He's first. Will now face left-handed hitting Jackson Garrett, who's 0 for 2. Travis Smith is trying to move up from Full Count Fall League high school coach to Rhythm coach. That fastball misses high. Josh Carmen's got a suggestion box somewhere, I think. He might be having some extra starts out of necessity. Start getting to the end of the year and people start saying they've hit their innings limits and things, and people are getting tired and some get injured, so maybe starting in the future out of necessity. 1 ball, 2 strikes now as Walden has dialed it in. To Jackson Garrett, the left-handed hitting DH. Runner goes, and Frankie Delgado can't get a handle on it. Pitch called a ball. Stolen base for Anderson. He's going to take off for third. Swing and a miss, and the ball's in front of home plate. And Frankie can't see it. He needs to throw to first base, and he will, as there's nobody occupying first base. Stolen base for Anderson, a third, and a strikeout of Garrett. Jordan Walden came in from home plate position and almost had to field that. Garrett had run off the hop. He undoubtedly would have been safe. Cade Rogers looks at ball 1. He's 0 for 2. Pop out and a strikeout. Garner Anderson with stolen base 10 and 11 here in this inning. This ball catches the plate at the knees. Rogers, a Belmont University product from Jonesboro, Arkansas. Would have been saying hello to his teammate Sam Slaughter, but from Belmont, who's on the Rhythm roster. Sam is out sick as well today. A couple outfielders, a couple catchers feeling ill, along with head coach Josh Carmen. All misses high and away, and count goes 3 balls and a strike. Come on, Jordan, make him hit it. Have confidence in that pitch. Throw me a strike. Ball 4. Pitch runners now at first and third. Second walk of the inning. That will get a visit from Tyler Sills, the pitching coach. Give us time to thank our meal sponsors and title sponsors. Start with Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. You hear their commercials, but thanks to Ryan Duncan and folks over there. They've been the title sponsor for Full Count Rhythm Baseball for 3 years now, and we sure do appreciate. Couldn't do it without them. And we also thank our meal sponsors, Chick-fil-A of Rivergate, Meat Sweats, Slim Chickens at Hendersonville, Safaris in Hendersonville, Meat Sweats, of course, in Hendersonville, Zaxby's in Madison, Jersey Mike's in Gallatin, and the Pizza Ranch Buffet in Hendersonville. Go by and get you a meal or two there and tell them Full Count Rhythm sent you. So tell Tim Reese sent you. Go to Chick-fil-A Rivergate, ask for Todd Hundley, say Tim Reese sent me. Go to Jersey Mike's in Gallatin, right across from Vol State. Tell Julie that Tim Reese sent you. Now visit over, and not a strike thrown after Tyler Sills' visit. Where's that fit on Zach Williams' percentage? Gibson fouls that ball back. Aiden Gibson, Cleveland, Tennessee. Our former pastor, David Landreth, now passed away, said Bradley County in Cleveland, Tennessee was the hub of the universe. Flies that one up into shallow right field or in the infield. Henry Jackson will make that catch on the dirt. I saw Cooper Holbrook coming in. Thought maybe he was going to get out there, but the roof obstructs my vision of how high the ball is and exactly how deep it is. So I have to use the context clues that are the fielders. Walden is 1 out away from getting out of this jam. Facing another lefty, Bennett Detrude. His first pitch is ball 1. Detrude's 0 for 2. T. Martin, Brentwood, Tennessee. Walden has not thrown over to first base and does not there, and Detrude takes a big old hack. Logan Harrell started this one, goes 5 innings, 4 hits, no runs. That ERA stays at 0. Runner goes here. Gonna throw down to second base, and the throw seemed to be right on the body of Cade Rogers, which I believe was called a ball. Now runners are at second and third, a third stolen base in the inning. Strike called. I might have been upset at that one too. A little slider there that must have winked at the outside corner as it went by. Very, very difficult to hit that ball. Slider, Delgado popped up. He thought maybe that might have been called, but we'll have a full count. Brought to you by Stitches by Cindy. Full count pitch is a balk that was called. So there's your first run. The pitch does not count. First run comes in on a balk. I would assume that he did not come to a complete set. Both runners move up 30 feet. And that means one of them comes across the plate for the first run of the ball game. Jordan Walden with 2 walks in the inning. There's a ball in the dirt, gets by Delgado, and Rogers will stay at third base. And runners at first and third. That's the third walk of the inning. And that is Jordan Walden's dilemma. Keep you out of ball games if you don't throw strikes. Let them hit it. Bennett Detrude steps toward second base. He'll nod on that pitch. And comes high and tight to Emery Wright. Wright hit one off the fence to lead off the fifth, but was retired on a fielder's choice. Fouled off to the right side. AAA auto glass. Foul ball. Appreciate all of our sponsors. Dudet Communications that printed this very, very nice program that has all kinds of good information, good pictures of the players. Runner goes, pitches high, they will throw to second base. Frankie throws that one into center field. And then Jerry Robertson throws that one into the dugout, and everybody's going to score. We have 2 errors to clear the bases. Full-count Rhythm wish they could have that play completely over. Error on Frankie Delgado will score Cade Rogers. Stolen base to Bennett Detrude, and error by Drew Robertson will score Detrude as Emery Wright swings and misses. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. third error in the ball game for Rhythm. Popped up in the infield. Henry Jackson's called for it. He'll come in and make the catch for out number 3, but not before. The Rovers score 3 runs, and they are, at least 2 of them are going to be unearned. We'll have to check the game changer and see how that works, but see what they did. But 3 runs, no hits, 3 or 2 errors, and nobody left on base. See if we can erase that one as we head to the 7th inning.
Whatever your destination in life, you can get there easier with a checking account from F&M Bank. At F&M, our checking accounts give you the tools you need to manage your money well, like our smart free checking account that's actually free. Because sometimes the basics are more than enough, making lives better by making banking easier. Come see us at one of our branches or online at myfmbank.com. F&M Bank, banking made easy on purpose. Member FDIC.
Slim Chickens makes it easy to feed your hungry crowd. Fresh hand-breaded tenders, perfectly fried wings, and all the southern sides made fresh for you. It's easy. Just order on the Slim's app or website and leave everything to us. You can get it delivered right to your door. Any party, any size. Slim's has your crowd covered. Download the Slim Chickens app to order and earn rewards.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Bill Brothers call to the bullpen for the Rotors. Number 22, Logan Wilsker from the University of Montevallo. Shows him on the roster as a right-handed pitcher. If he is, he's amphibious. He is throwing it with his left hand out there. He's from Cape Coral, Florida. He will pitch here to begin the 7th inning, and he will face 2, 3, and 4 in the Rhythm lineup. Drew Robertson, Trey Miller, and Reese Holbrook. That's lefty, righty, lefty. And Jackson Hagan goes inning and 2/3. Gives up 2 hits, no runs, walked 1, and struck out 2 batters. Three runs. Game changer indicates that one of those was earned. Right off the top of my head, I keep forgetting as to whether or not a balk. Don't think that's considered an earned run, so not sure if any of those runs should have been earned. I'm not an expert on that, as Drew Robertson swings at the breaking pitch. First delivered by Wilsker. Wilsker. There's a drive that will get down into center field. Line drive off the bat of Drew Robertson. As he collects his 2nd hit of the ball game. He's 2 for 4. He now has 12 multi-hit games in the season. He has 45 knocks. And a leadoff single here in the 7th that brings up Trey Miller, who's 1 for 3. He'll lay down a bunt, and he'll get that by Wilsker. No, he will not have a play as Cade Rogers started to go to first base or for the ball. Looked like Wilsker probably had an opportunity to flip to Cade Rogers, but he chose not to. So back-to-back hits brought to you by Old Hickory Bats. Thanks to Chad Lamberth and his support of Full Count Ministries and Full Count Rhythm. As far as I'm concerned, Full Count and Old Hickory are attached at the hip. Wilsker's breaking pitch stays high to Reese Holbrook. Holbrook looking for his first knock. He's 0 for 3. Tried to bunt in his last bat and popped it up to the first baseman. Reese from the University of North Carolina, playing in game number 27. Fastball gets on that outside corner, and Emery Wright wants to go out and talk to the left-hander. Not sure if they're going to talk about signs, but Wilsker on for his 14th appearance. That's the most on the team. Has a 1-1 record, a 1.27 ERA. So when he comes in, which have all been in relief, he gets the job done apparently. 21 in the third innings, 12 hits, only giving up 3 runs. Stats don't tell me how many inherited runners. He did not inherit any runners in this ball game as he started the inning. That ball is wrapped into right center field. That will get in and one hop the wall. Reese Holbrook will round but will stay at first base, but he will drive in Drew Robertson. And runners now at the corners. Brought to you by CrossFit Hendersonville. Ryan and Lindsey McDuffie. So back-to-back-to-back base hits brought to you by Old Hickory Bats. The second time that the Rhythm have had back-to-back-to-back hits, and actually have had it 4 in a row. Levi Perrell steps in, looks at a first pitch high for ball 1. Good base running by Trey Miller to get over to third base. Runner starts to go. Pitch is down low and inside, and Emery Wright could not handle it. So if Holbrook had taken off, he would have been in there easily. Trey Miller already has a stolen base for the Rhythm tonight. And he's going to throw over to first base. Wilsker has walked 7 batters and struck out 17. Runner goes, and Wright cannot get the handle on that pitch. That's called a ball, and there is a stolen base by Reese Holbrook. (3-0) count to Perrell as a Wilsker steps off. Infield is playing in. There's a strike, breaking pitch. Curves right around that outside corner. Perrell is 0 for 1. He's walked twice. Looking for his first base hit. And he starts to go, and that pitch is inside. They're going to check, say he did not go, and Perrell will get his third freebie. Does not resonate with the home crowd here. Base is now loaded. Josh Seiler at the plate again with the bases loaded. Dropped in a single on a diving attempt by Garner Anderson in the 5th inning. Drove in a run. 1 in and the bases loaded. He drives one deep to right field. I don't know if it's playable. It's going to be foul, and it will be playable. Garner Anderson makes the catch, and then the throw. And a throw high to third base as Trey Miller gets back to the base. Nice play by Trey Miller to check it out. Here's the first out of the inning. So base is still loaded. Holbrook on a check swing, says he went around for strike 1. Cooper 0 for 3, 2 pop outs and a strikeout. All right, Coop, it's time, buddy. Go ahead and give one a ride. Looks at another strike. From Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Played his redshirt freshman year at Vanderbilt. Swings and foul, tips that one into the catcher's mitt. out for Wilsker. And with 2 outs now, Frankie Delgado steps to the plate. Have to ask him what it is he draws in the dirt there. Can't really draw in the dirt at Drakes Creek Park. That's artificial turf, but this is all natural here, folks. Fastball missed somewhere. I guess outside, although that portion of the plate has been called a strike numerous times today. Ground ball over the head of Harrison Travis. He has no hops. Smart play, Harrison. Don't try to be pulling a hamstring trying to go after that one. Son of Amy and William Travis in Soddy Daisy, Tennessee. I was just over in Dunlap, Amy. Working on the tiny house again. Trey Miller ran a third of the way down the line. Just a hustle back to third base. Trey Miller at third, Reese Holbrook at second, Levi Perrell. Speed on the bases. If we can get the ball finding a gap, it's a swing and a miss there. Count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3 straight singles. Produced the 5th run of the ball game for Full Count. A couple more out there. Rhythm have already left 6 runners on. We'll have a merry-go-round as a Full Count brought to you by Stitches by Cindy. She's got apparel, baby items, hats, anything you can put a monogram, embroidery on, she'll do it. There's a broken bat, slow roller to second base. Frankie hustling, and the play is made by Aiden Cloud on a nice transfer from glove to hand to retired Delgado. The Rhythm push one across. 3 hits, no errors, 3 runners left on base. 5-3 as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. You listen to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
Since 1980, Hemp Hill Brothers Coach Company has been rolling strong in the coach rental industry right here in our own backyard of Tennessee. At Hemp Hill Brothers, we bring a personal and customized approach to every project we work on. This is why our clients love riding with us and why they trust us to get them to wherever they need to be. Plus, at Hemp Hill Brothers, all coach rentals include a driver for your trip. Hemp Hill Brothers are proud to provide transportation for the Full Count Rhythm all season long. And listen for the Hemp Hill Brothers call to the bullpen this season. If you're interested in more info, find us on the web at hemphillbrothers.com or give us a call at 615-876-9000. That number again is 615-876-9000.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Hemp Hill Brothers call to the bullpen. Former Rhythm pitcher back for year number 2 now. Brady Chappell plays his college baseball at Dartmouth up in Hanover, New Hampshire. 6'4", 200-pound junior. He's from Watertown, Tennessee. Finished his high school career in 2021 from Watertown High School. The son of Tim and Jill Chappell, and the brother to Lola. Haven't checked with him again this year, but from last year we had a Granny Sue and an Anma as his grandparents. Hope they're still with us and listening in on the Full Count Broadcast Network as Brady Chappell gets his first appearance in 2023 for Full Count. He will face 9-1-2 in the Rotor lineup. Fastball misses down low, and Brady Chappell can bring it up there. so far hadn't dialed one in. Jordan Walden went an inning, no hits, 3 runs, 1 earned, 3 walks, and a strikeout. Chapel with the 3 wide ones to the number 9 hole hitter Connor Brinkley, who's 0 for 2. And that's 4 straight. 4th walk by Rhythm pitchers. Brings the top of the lineup. Aiden Cloud is 0 for 3. Rhythm lead 5-3. We play here at Low House Field in Fulton, Kentucky. Chapel's breaking pitch is a non-pitch as a balk is called. So apparently somebody is dialing in. Brady wants to know what the cause of the balk was, as Caleb Abney will come out of the dugout. Want an explanation. Home plate umpire says not to cross the line, and the third base umpire is now talking to Trey Miller and got his hand up. But nobody apparently wants to come over and talk to Caleb Abney, and now the third base umpire reluctantly will come over like he's got dinner reservations and he doesn't have time and he doesn't want to hear it. But he's explaining things now to Caleb Abney, the assistant coach that took the lineup out to the umpires today. Josh Carman not here as he is ill. Not going to change the mind of the umpire, but that's a second balk, I believe, that he's called. So this explanation is getting longer and longer. Caleb, former head coach at Lancaster Bible College up in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, he was up there for 2 years. Now looking for other opportunity in the coaches transfer portal. He's from Kennesaw, Georgia, played his baseball at Covenant College over at Lookout Mountain, Georgia, where a former Team Reese time is being called by the second base umpire, or the first base umpire who's out by second base. Now he's still got his hands up. Now he's got him back down. No count on the batter to Aiden Cloud. Harrison Adelgren is over at Covenant College. Former homeschooler that played with Team Reese in the Full Count Fall League. So 5 straight balls thrown by Brady Chapel and also a balk. So an inauspicious start. His first appearance back with the Rhythm. There's a strike on the inside corner. I think Brady was playing some ball maybe in Colorado. I'm not sure what happened there, but maybe he was ready to come home. I'm not sure, but he and Josh Carman got back connected as that ball's fouled off to the right side. AAA Auto Glass foul ball. I believe that number is 615-545-8891. 88 for my wedding anniversary year, and 91 for the year of the birth of my one and only son, Wilson, down in Nicaragua. That's another foul ball off to the right side. Henry Jackson gives chase. That will get into the Rhythm bullpen. Count goes, or remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Henry Jackson's a hustler. Henry played, I don't know, maybe 10 games down there, or maybe less at Carson Newman before breaking a bone in his foot. He was out the rest of the year. He was out the first week or 2 with Full Count. And then came back after, I think he played in 1 game before he went on mission trip the first week of the Full Count mission trips in June. Swing and a miss, and Brady Chappell gets his first out in a Rhythm uniform in 2023. It's via the strikeout. Now Charlie Furbett from Willamette. That just sounds too easy to say, Furbett from Willamette. But understand it's pronounced Willamette. He's from St. Louis, Missouri. He's 1 for 3. Rounded out to second base his last time to the plate. Brady still does not look comfortable out there as he shakes his arm out a little bit. Not sure the last time that he threw. The base umpire is now hollering over at third base, the dugout maybe, and trying to tell some guys to get into the dugout. There's a little guy over there. Maybe he's the bat boy or not. Got a helmet on over there, and Hayden Tapper, the third base coach, says get in the dugout. Fastball catches the zone for strike one. On deck, Garner Anderson. Jackson Norris leads this team in home runs and RBIs, and he is not in the game. I want to check down to third base. Third base umpire says no, he did not go. I know we've seen him out here a couple times. He's had that left hand in a splint or taped up the last time we were here. Foul. Back count goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. We are back home tomorrow night and for the next 2 nights. Hoptown comes to town, and then the Paducah Chiefs on Sunday. Fouled off to the left side. That'll get into the trees over by the vacant railroad tracks. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes to Charlie Furbett. Breaking pitch misses inside. Chappell's now gone full. Oh for 1 on full count first pitch foul balls today. Came in at 46%, the highest that we've been probably the last month and a half. Had a 4 for 5 day, I believe, yesterday. Yes. And a breaking pitch. It comes right across the plate. Nice pitch by Brady Chappell. Backwards K in the book and 2 outs. Garner Anderson will step in from the right side. He doubled, struck out, and walked and scored the first run of the ball game in the 6th inning. Fastball, umpire balked. He about backed up and called that a strike, and then decided no. The ball got in there in a hurry. Swing and a miss. Took something off of that, put a little spin on it. Garner was backing away. Looks back at second, and the exact same pitch Garner does not swing at. This one called a strike. And the fans do not agree. Brady Chappell looking to strike out the last 3 batters, and he just did. As a breaking pitch called strike 3 is after giving up the leadoff walk on 4 straight balls. He strikes out the next 3 batters, and 1 runner is left on base. We head to the 8th. Rhythm lead 5-3, looking for more on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
This is home. So is this. And this. But home isn't just the stunning views or the rugged beauty. It's what you make of it. It's a place for joy and peace. A safe haven where memories are made. It's all of these things. Home is a feeling, and it's created by the people around you. This region is home, and we're so proud to be a part of it.
Hit to the top of the 8th inning. Logan Wilsker is still out on the mound for the Fulton Railroaders. Fulton Railroaders have been in the league for a long time, at least since it's called the Ohio Valley League. I don't even know the year that they came in. They won in 2013. Looks like they joined in 2011. Actually, Zeb Burns tries to lay one down. Goes off the screen, and Henry Jackson will pick that one up. Fulton Railroaders show they also won it in 2011 and 2013. There's a drive out to left field. That sends Furbett back, but he's been a lonely man out there. That's a well-hit ball, but sit at the wrong part of the field. Line out the left field. That may have been the best struck ball all night long. And leadoff batter Henry Jackson steps in. He is 2 for 4. 2 singles, RBI, and a run scored. Edwin misses inside. Fulton Railroaders won the championship in 11 and 13. Owensboro won it in 14 and 18. Hoptown in 12 and 19. Du Bois County has 3 championships in 15, 17, and 21. And of course, the Full Count Rhythm won last year and will be headed back to the playoffs as it stands right now, with the best record in the Ohio Valley League. Coming in at 25 and 9, 7-game winning streak. There's a ground ball off the mound. Gets under the glove of Connor Brinkley. So Jackson will be on yet again. We'll see how that one's ruled. My guess is an error on the shortstop. It could be a base hit for Henry Jackson. Henry Jackson has 7 multi-hit games now with the 2. There's another bunt. Robertson right back to Wilsker. He's going to throw down to second base and get Henry Jackson. So the Robertson bunts into a fielder's choice for out number 2. Robertson bunting for a hit, no question. He just happened to bunt it right back to the pitcher. And Henry Jackson's was ruled a single. So he's now 3 for 5. Trey Miller stepping in with 2 outs and a runner at first, and he swings at the first pitch. The left hand came off the bat, was able to hold on to the bat with that right hand. They got him picked off. Drew Robertson will slide into second base. And be tugged out by Aiden Cloud. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base with Trey Miller, who will have to wait till the 9th inning to get an at-bat. 5-3, Rhythm still lead. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
United Machine and Tool has been manufacturing the highest quality projects for a wide variety of industries for over 35 years. We deliver high quality CNC machine components and fabrication projects from prototype to production. United Machine and Tool is committed to quality and excellence in the manufacturing industry. We're located in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Check us out on the web at umttn.com for any manufacturing need. That's United Machine and Tool, a proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now, it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions, right here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Brady Chappell back out for his 2nd inning of relief. He will face 4, 5, and 6. Jackson Garrett, Cade Rogers, and Aiden Gibson scheduled to appear for the Rotors. Brady Chappell from Dartmouth College. Watertown, he's ready to pitch. He delivers fastball in there that's fouled off by the left-handed hitting Jackson Garrett. Carlsbad, California. That's a long way away from home. 0-1 pitch by Chappell. Fastball misses way outside. Logan Harrell, starter in the, is the man of the hour for the decision. Looking for his 6th win in 6 decisions, and a swing and a miss there by the 3rd pitcher out there for the Rhythm. Logan Harrell, 5 innings, no run, 4-hit baseball. Breaking pitch just stayed a little bit high. Jordan Walden, 1 inning of work, gave up 3 runs, 1 was earned, 3 walks. Swing and a miss. And all 4 outs recorded by Brady Chappell are by strikeout. Cade Rogers will step in. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Rhythm are going for their 97th win in their short history and 2+ innings or 2+ years. Strike called on that breaking pitch. I'd be a little bit upset at that one too. That is not even close. 1-1 pitch. Brady Chappell working quickly. It's tough to call that one a strike. It bounced up to the plate. Nobody wants to be an umpire. And then yet everybody wants to be an umpire. Ground ball to Trey Miller. He throws across the diamond to his former teammate Henry Jackson for out number 2. Trey Miller's had a few opportunities down there. Had the very first one of the game that took a crazy hop and came up and hit him off the left arm. Charged an error there, but he has been solid since. 2 outs. Aiden Gibson ducks away from that inside pitch. Gibson is 1 for 3. Starts to go. They want to check down at first base. First base umpire says no. Count goes 2 balls, no strikes. Rhythm looking for 4 more outs. Chapel now 3 balls and no strikes to Gibson. Frankie Delgado probably talking to him a little bit. They're teammates. Carson Newman, there's a pitch right down the can for, just throw 2 more of those. Brady. "6'4". I don't think he's 200 anymore. I think he's probably about 2 1/4, 230. And just misses outside as that pitch has been called a strike before, but second walk by Chapel. The newest player on the Rhythm roster. Another pitcher, I believe, has been added. Check the roster here to see if in fact it has. Throw over to first base. He's back in time. Yes. If you go to the OVL website, you're going to see Preston Drebus has been added. Pitch called a strike. Whispers at the inside corner, and he's going to take the place of Jonas Smithson. Breaking pitch on the inside corner called strike 3 as Chapel strikes out 2 in the inning. He has 5 in the game. And we will go to the 9th. Rhythm have a 2-run lead, looking for some insurance. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram knocks it out of the park with Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, all new vehicles come with a Rhythm exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles, no additional charge. That's a home run. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram in Madison, just 10 minutes north of Nashville.
If you've got a dream, then we've got you covered. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is like no other.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Hemphill brothers call to the bullpen for the Rotors. Number 15, Jonathan Tate, on in relief of Logan Wilsker. Tate from Illinois State University, hometown Benton, Illinois. He is on for the 7th appearance of the year, 6 in the relief, 5.94 ERA, 16 plus innings of work, giving up 23 hits, 17 runs, only 11 of those were earned. He's walked 10 and struck out 12, opponents hitting .329, and he has bruised 8 batters along the way, so that's a hit batter every 2 innings. He will face 3, 4, and 5 of the Rhythm lineup. That's Trey Miller, Reese Holbrook, and Levi Perrell. This Full Count will be looking to get some insurance runs as we try to finish this one out and get our 8th straight victory. Move to 26-9 on the season, the best record in the Ohio Valley League. Henderson Flash have 21 victories coming into tonight's action, 21-12. Miller looks at a first pitch in there for a called strike. Trey's had hits in his last 2 plate appearances, had a bunt single in the 7th. And there you go. Number 9 on the season. There's a plunking by Jonathan Tate. Stats don't lie, folks. Wonder how many of the 9 batters have been right-handed batters. Don't have that kind of information in the OVL stats. Ground ball that will be caught in foul territory. Reese Holbrook is 1 for 4. Single drove in a run in the 7th, the 5th run. Oh, 1 pitch. Runner stays, pitches down low. Guess there's folks still watching. Haven't had any chats in a while. That's okay. I know you're out there. Two balls and a strike. Long pause. Swing and a miss by Holbrook. Thankfully, haven't had any spam that I've seen on our Facebook feed. There's our line drive over the leaping Aiden Cloud at second base. Trey Miller is going to go to third, and they've got Reese Holbrook in a rundown. Cade Rogers throws now to second base. You got to take off, and the run's going to score. Reese Holbrook stayed in the rundown long enough to allow Trey Miller to come in. So not an RBI, but a bit of a base running blunder, but he made up for it by staying in the rundown long enough to get a big insurance run for full count. They now lead 6-3. 1 out. Levi Perel will bat with nobody on base. Grand Nora's here down in Stark Vegas, Mississippi. Always love having Grand Nora. Tyler Sills' grandmother. Dr. Alan Sills' mother. Praying for the Sills family on the passing of Grandma on Miss Sean's side. Miss Sean's mother, Grandy. Tyler called her. Just passed away this past week. So prayers for the Sills family, the Perel family, the Williams family, as Zach Williams' dad had a procedure today. And Levi Perel has just walked for the 4th time. Who does he think he is? Sam Slaughter? 4 walks. He's going to draw an 0 for 1 in that 4-game hitting streak unless we go to extras. He's going to go by the wayside, but I think he'll take the on-base average. Levi Perel came in with a 4.76 ERA. He also came in leading the club in walks, and now he has 26. Popped up by Josh Seiler. That's in the infield. Third baseman Aiden Gibson will make the catch. They're going to throw on to first base. Perel scampers back.
Now that is number 24, Cooper Holbrook. Let's strike it out. You don't get any cheap deal.
Cooper Holbrook steps to the plate. Time for Coop to get something here. 0 for 4. 2 pop outs, 2 strikeouts. Trying to mix in a hit right here, Coop. That one lands a little bit low. 2 balls, no strikes. Frankie Delgado standing on deck wants to get an at-bat. Throw over to first base as Perrell popped off the bag. Jonathan, don't call me Jonathan. Call him John. Oh, that's right. He is Illinois College. You know, it says Illinois State on here. I think I saw that as that ball gets down and away from Emery Wright. Wild pitch moves Perrell up to second base. So Jonathan, call me John. Illinois College, and he hasn't pitched besides this summer since he was in this league. Well, thank you, Seth Tate. 3-0 pitch coming. That's in there for a called strike. Since he was in Little League. So does that mean he's a position player as well? Swing and a miss by Holbrook, and we'll have a stitches by Cindy. Full count. Let's see if we got some. Jonathan Tate's got a few swings, 23 official at-bats. Double, triple. A full count pitch here, and he gets a swinging strike 3. Cooper Holbrook down on strikes, but the Rhythm score 1. 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. We're headed to the bottom of the 9th. Rhythm have a 3-run lead. We'll see who they send out there to finish this one off. You're listening to the Full Count broadcast.
Whatever your destination in life, you can get there easier with a checking account from F&M Bank. At F&M, our checking accounts give you the tools you need to manage your money well, like our smart free checking account that's actually free, because sometimes the basics are more than enough. Making lives better by making banking easier. Come see us at one of our branches or online at myfmbank.com. F&M Bank, banking made easy on purpose. Member FDIC.
Slim Chickens makes it easy to feed your hungry crowd. Fresh hand-breaded tenders, perfectly fried wings, and all the southern sides made fresh for you. It's easy. Just order on the Slim's app or website and leave everything to us. You can get it delivered right to your door. Any party, any size. Slim's has your crowd covered. Download the Slim Chickens app to order and earn rewards.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Hemphill brothers call to the bullpen. That big blue bus is going to be taking us home, hopefully after a victory. Aaron Hash will come in to see if he can save this one for Logan Harrell. Aaron Hash from Bellarmine University in Louisville. Aaron is on for his 9th appearance of the year. He has 1 save in 20 innings of work, 2.70 ERA, 12 hits, 6 runs that were earned, walked 2, has struck out 29 batters in those 20 innings. Aaron Hash, son of, there we get to it, Garen and Tammy Hash. Poppy and Mimi in Campbellsville, Kentucky. And stays at the host home with his uncle and aunt. That's Uncle Todd and Aunt Beth Cox. His mentor, Evan Jones, is down in Nicaragua, finishing up week 3 of the mission trip. He'd been down there just 1 week, but it's week 3 of 5 for Full Count Ministries, and Aaron Hash delivers a breaking pitch that Emery Wright looked like he started to offer at. Frankie Delgado will not ask for a review by the first base umpire as Hash misses now with the first 2. Brady Chappell goes 2 innings, no hits, no runs. Does walk 2 batters, but strikes out 5. and holds the line for the Rhythm. Aaron Hash, the fourth pitcher for Full Count. Trying to nail this one down. He gets a call right there on the outside corner. Emery Wright 1 for 3. Singled in the 5th inning. Here's strike 2. Now goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 8, 9, and 1 are scheduled. 8, 9, and 1 will come to the plates, whether or not there's any pinch hitters. Connor Brinkley is scheduled. He's lined up out to left center field. Drew Robertson on the run, and he'll make the catch in relatively deep left center field for out number 1. Not a lot of balls hit out there to left or left field, left center field. He's trying to go the opposite way to take advantage of the short fence in right field. Connor Brinkley will step in. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. From Southwest Tennessee Community College, hometown of Marion, Arkansas. He hits a ground ball up the middle, takes a high hop. Perrell gloves and throws. That transfer is beautiful. He is just as smooth as they come. You want to try to get an infield base hit. You want to keep it away from number 1. I'm going to do some research here one of these days and look and see how many, what the fielding percentages are the starting shortstops for each of the 11 OVL teams, and we'll tell you he's definitely got to come out number 1. And with 2 outs, Aiden Cloud steps in. We're going to name Logan Harrell our Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram player of the game right now. 5 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 6 strikeouts, no walks, as Trey Miller's going to have a 2-hopper and hopefully end this one. Throws a strike over to first base. And this one belongs to the Rhythm. They defeat the Rotors 6-3. And take the season series 4-1. Sudley is here. Eric Sudley made the trip all the way up here. I had no idea. He doesn't say anything until right at the end of the ball game. I can't believe that. He's a quiet man. So this one goes final. Rhythm with their 26th win of the year, go to 26-9 and 8 straight. Had a 9-game winning streak earlier this year. We'll try to tie that tomorrow night back at Drakes Creek Park. Be sure to join us. And our Full Count Ministries verse of the game is found in Psalm 56, verse 10 through 11. In God, whose word I praise, in the Lord, whose word I praise, in God I trust, and am not afraid. What can man do to me? Find that in Psalm 56, 10 through 11. Folks, thanks for joining me on the Full Count Broadcast Network, and another victory as Logan Harrell goes to 6-0 on the season. Seth Creasy takes the loss. He falls to 0-2. And the second save of the year for Aaron Hash, as this game takes 2 hours and 30 minutes to complete. Full Count Rhythm get it done here at Fulton, Kentucky. Win 6-3 over the Rotors. For general manager and head coach Josh Carman, for all the Full Count Ministry staff, this is Tim Reese saying good night. God bless you. Talk to you tomorrow night from Drakes Creek Park, Lord willing. You're listening and have been listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
This has been another Full Count Rhythm baseball game presented by Full Count Ministry and Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. See you next time on the Full Count Broadcast Network.